Okay. What did you, when you were going through it and as you were doing exercises and reading all the notes and everything, so page 5 looks like this with all the words written out.
Pull it up.
What did you think of the whole thing, not just page 5?
I liked it. I thought it was good. Some interesting and valid points. I gotta pull it up though. I made some notes.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where you sent it.
Notes.
Notes?
Oh, but I just changed it to week 2, so you might not be able to see it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll check it.
If you did write notes somewhere, that'd be awesome. You can grab that.
Should have all written it down. I was doing it all on the computer.
So what I was going to ask you was, I like that it's very thought-provoking. Like it actually makes you very detailedly walk through instead of like, yeah, da da da. Like it breaks it all down. So on page 5, it says, choose ideals that have guided you throughout your life. Choose the values that help you up your game, stretch yourself further, da da da. So with that being said, you're supposed to focus on the values that you'd rate an 8 or a higher. So what were some of those values? Just shout them out to me.
Oh, where did I write my notes from last week?
Values. What did I put?
I have to go downstairs and get it.
Oh no. So sorry.
We are not prepared today. My goodness.
No, I woke up and turned my computer on. So.
Yeah, I sort of
I don't
did
even
too.
know where I've saved the link to
Oh yeah, it is week 2. Dang it. Okay.
article.
It's updated. Yeah.
Good values. Family values. Being a good person. What are our values?
Not really.
Being truthful and honest.
Mm-hmm.
Not
I didn't read
being
the 8 part till after.
kind.
I'd done a bunch of them before. So like some of mine, and then if this helps jog your memory, I have ambition, committed, disciplined, efficient, faith, family focused, generous, hardworking, joy, positive. I think I was trying to find 10.
Ah, there it is.
Did you find them?
Yeah, but I'm just trying to also find.
Because on the next page, it says list all the values out that you circled. So did you get that part written down, Christine?
Sorry.
The ones that I circled?
Yes.
So I circled like faith and family.
Yes.
And just being like a kind person. I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to break this down.
So looking at faith, family. So again, some of my 10. I tried to find, I think, 10 so that I could narrow it down because I was assuming they're going to ask me to keep narrowing it. Oh, I forgot to do the 3 loving people. I'm supposed to ask 3 people. All my people were working and busy at that moment. Like I was going to ask Cameron. Erin, did you find that list?
I think Penelope's not feeling well, and she's probably sleeping.
Penelope's sound asleep. She's sleeping till about 4:30.
Was it a website?
She's feeling
I just can't remember where I've saved the actual article.
So, Hannah, I had sent it to you in notes, like on your iPhone or Mac.
Yes, iNotes.
Yeah, iNotes, but I just changed it to week 2. I'm sorry. So, for this week, make sure you write your notes like on actual paper or on a different one.
Screenshot it and print it and
yeah. Note to self.
That's all right. I'll just keep asking a few of the questions. And then going through this week.
I thought it was in Sprinkled Silver, but I can't find it anymore.
Yeah, no, it was in True Results notes, like a
Yeah,
separate.
I don't think I ever. I don't think I've ever looked at it. Okay, well,
What's your? Let me see what I have here. Erin Furtis invited with her phone number. What do you want me to do? Your email?
yeah, because I don't think I like have this note anywhere.
It was in the WhatsApp, wasn't it?
Did I send it through that? I don't remember.
The WhatsApp? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was.
The link?
Okay, I knew. I was like, why have I seen?
Yeah.
You did see it? Okay, good. As long as it's there. Thank you for remembering.
Yes. Okay.
But then still, either way, it's all changed. So for this next week, as you're writing your answers, maybe throw them either on a different note or write them down on actual paper.
I'll have them on
But
Yeah.
you were supposed to ask 3 loving people close to you what they value about you. What were at least one of their responses?
One of the, not really someone who was loving in my life, but one of the midwives at work just like offered this information to me, which I thought was pretty sweet.
Oh, okay, good.
Like,
I wasn't sure.
yeah, it was good. Don't worry. But she's like over the phone called into triage, and I was in triage, and she was saying how she had a patient that needed to come in who was like a week postpartum, and we don't take people who are a week postpartum to our triage. They have to go to like Emerge. So I was telling her like, no, sorry, like we wouldn't be able to take her here. But if you come into our triage with her and you took care of her, then that would be fine.
Yeah.
And so she came in with her patient, and she came into the triage office, and she just said, "Oh, Erin, I just wanted to tell you that you have a really calm voice." And she said, like, I was really frustrated by like that situation, like that I had to come in to do this or send my patient to Emerge, and she'd sit there for hours. And but you know what, like talking to you on the phone, like you really helped me calm down. And so I was like, oh, like thanks for telling me that. Like I didn't know. So even though she wasn't like a person who's really close to me, but like I just started thinking about how like generally like whatever mood I'm in kind of rubs off on other people.
So much, eh?
Yeah, and like I tend to be more of an influencer in my friends and family, so it just like reminded me like there is an impact in like how I act and how I am and what I tell people about. So that was kind of cool. And it was nice of her to offer that information to me, like, because she could have just kept it to herself, but like it was
encouraging. Yeah, absolutely. Because you don't typically, a lot of times in a work scenario, you only hear the negative or the downside of it. So that was really nice. Christine, are you the oldest? I can't remember how old your sister is.
My sister's older than me. I'm the middle child.
Oh, the middle. Okay. Oh, your brother's older.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Just by a year.
Okay.
Everybody does feel like that, though, because I'm the only one married with kids. And
I know. What I was going to say, Erin, following up that, is I'm constantly trying to remind the girls, especially Joss, with myself being the oldest, is that someone's always watching you, whether it's a sibling, whether it's a friend. And like you had said, having these values where even if you're not speaking them, so saying like, I value service and I value working hard and being trusted, everything we do speaks for ourselves. And so when you're calm and you're able to look at a situation and be like, okay, how are we going to make this work? And you're going to break it down, that just rubs off so very much because others are watching you and absorbing that 100%.
Especially like I worked on Saturday too, and we had like an absolute nightmare of a day. And there's like 2 codes.
We had a lot of those. 2 what?
2 emergency sections and 1 code pink. So like they're stressful times, but I'm generally pretty level-headed through them, because I'm like, what does it help for me to be like upstairs stressed out, and then my patient feels bad, and I don't want my patient to think that like the baby is gonna die or something like that, or like that this situation is really, really bad. So I generally am like, it's okay, we're gonna go down to the OR now.
Keep holding my hand and we're gonna make it okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't
And
imagine.
seeing a baby come out like bad, you're like, nope, I'm not dealing with this. I need extra help. And so anyway, just like being able to handle those situations and be objective, like that's just at work. Like, so in my own, like the rest of my life, I'm sure it would be really helpful.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to use that for the rest of your life in every situation. When your child's broken their arm and the bone's sticking out and they're looking at you like, Mom, you have to keep that. That's why constantly, like, babe, you can't freak out right now. Stop yelling. Like when one of the girls falls down the stairs and Nick's like, oh my God, Spree, hold on. Christine, have you had any moments?
My mom.
Oh, yeah?
I think like the first time I really hurt herself when she was like a little baby, I was like freaking out. And my mom's like, Christine, you need to calm down because she's going to freak out if she sees you freaking out. I'm like, okay.
I'm trying.
Yeah, but I can't because my baby's hurt herself.
Yeah.
No, but absolutely, Erin, it's going to carry.
Bad mom. You'd be like, you're fine. Your bones are coming out. Like,
I maybe sometimes do
get
that.
to the doctor later.
Yeah. Can you move it? You're fine.
This kid at me last night, I rolled my ankle. I'm like, all right, you can hop into the worship room then. Fine.
Okay, sorry, I'm totally getting off track there. Now, working in alignment. How is a rock different than ever-changing style? So Thomas Jefferson said, in matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. How is a rock different than ever-changing style?
Well, rock doesn't change easily or move easily.
How big is the rock? How big is the rock? Pretty big. Solid?
A little pebble.
Yeah, we have this huge rock in our backyard that I think came out of when like they dug out our pool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this rock has literally gone nowhere in the last 20 years we've lived in this house. It looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
It can't move. It's too big. It's too heavy.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. It's never changed. I mean, I'm sure it's changing on a surface level, like microscopically.
Yeah.
But like to my eye, it doesn't change. Versus like style is literally changing all the time. A great example of this is that choker necklaces are back in, and I'm like, why?
Every time I see it, I go,
Like,
No, I'm just waiting for 80s hair to come back so that my everyday life will fit in there.
bangs. My cousin used to call them cobweb bangs.
Totally gonna get those. But yeah, like you see, like even with the style of fashion, like that's just one example of style changing.
Erin, I think your hand's over your mic. Can't hear you.
Maybe it is. Better?
It's a little bit better, yeah.
Yeah, like so like fashion style changes all the time, but like then you have your own like personal way you do things that can change, which I feel like is a lot slower than fashion, but
Yeah.
you still adapt and change a bit.
And that's sort of, I had written that down because it was a hard question to answer at first. It goes along with both of yours, is that a rock doesn't notice its environment. It doesn't pay attention, it just is. Number two, do your ideals change based on the crowd you are with, and why or why not? So just tell me the why or why not for yourselves.
I say no because you don't want to be like a flip-flopper. You want to make sure you know in your heart what you stand for and the type of person you want to be. And also, I think that goes along with who you're hanging out with. You're going to want to be around like-minded people.
Exactly.
Well,
Did you want to add anything? Were you saying the same?
Yeah, I agree. Like, I mean, hopefully you're going to be the person that kind of changes the group of people that you're in.
Love that.
For the better.
Very often, that's not the case. Like,
Yeah.
so it's harder to navigate that when you think, like this, especially when you think of like the gospel and like faith as a ministry, and it's a lot easier for people to pull you to where they're at versus you to bring them up to where you are. And not to say that you should bubble yourself in, but
just to realize what you're standing on and who you are.
Yeah, and just to be aware of those things, like instead of just blindly going into your interactions.
And that is, I believe, too, where wisdom comes in, because I'm sure Jesus didn't just stand with the sinners and keep preaching, and like he sat, and I'm sure he listened and he asked questions, and so learning the crowd. Who Christina mentioned that a few weeks ago, is learning who you're speaking with and talking to. Is there someone in either of your lives that you feel has a solid value system and stick to it?
My husband.
Your husband? Awesome. Love it.
He's not as like flip floppy as I can be. Sometimes like, well, maybe it's okay. And he's like, no.
Black
around it. So he keeps me on point.
Good.
Probably because he paid attention at Bible college. And I just went to work.
Okay, Val?
I think like my parents.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm not saying my husband's not committed and straight in value, but those are the first people I thought of.
Yeah, I mean, my husband's great too, but
your parents love him.
My parents are better.
Why do you feel that their system is solid and they stick to it?
I think like more so I see that now because the way their marriage has changed in the last like 4 or 5 years. Like I value them even more.
Yeah.
Because like before I went to university, like we weren't going to the church we're at now, and it was a totally different relationship that they had. Yeah. And so then when we switched churches, we just we were getting like really Bible based. And like then all of a sudden like they just valued the Bible so much more. So I think just like seeing that change in them like made me respect and want to know about their values like so much more, and like just realizing like that's their priority, like that should be mine too.
Yes, absolutely. If you love and value them, then what they're seeing is important. Say good morning.
Good morning. Here.
I don't even know where my dog is.
Me.
He's here.
Oh, right there. I see him behind you. Your dogs watch TV when they hear noises?
Oh,
it's like a mini husky, Aaron. So cute.
Yeah.
What's the kind again, Christine?
Alaskan Klee.
That's right.
Very cool.
That's why I couldn't remember it.
Expensive. Waste. He was expensive though.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those life lessons you learn that you can help pass on.
Back before we had kids and we were both working full time, we could afford it.
Okay, let's jump back to values. So this is a little graph. Oh, don't worry. How about you have to be ready for school, okay?
Mom, can you open the door?
So you list your value, and then does it work for you? And the evidence. So for example, mine I have, because you had to list them out of your 8 out of 10, you then had to go and list the 10 out of 10. Okay, so the ones that were even higher. So I think I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I did 10. So my first one is compassion. Does it work for me? And meaning. Okay, so this is their example. The value was to explore the world. Does it work for me? The answer was no. And then the evidence is because I like the idea of exploring the world, but I prefer to be at home where I can access everything I need. So then you're supposed to break down your values. So, for example, with faith, I know you had said that Christine was one of yours. I said,
You're gonna
repeat that whole thing.
That was like Robot Sue's talking right there.
sorry, my brain's not working today.
She's still going. She's still going.
Talk for a sec.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay. You were a robot for a second there.
I'm gonna shut myself, take it off the Wi-Fi.
Just
So-
repeat that last chunk.
Man, that was funny. Sorry.
And Christina and I are looking at each other like, are you hearing this?
No, just yell at me if it happens again. So 3 graphs. What's your value? Does it work for you? And the evidence. So their example is, value is to explore the world. Does it work for me? Actually, no, not really, because the evidence, I like the idea of exploring the world, but I prefer to be at home where I can access everything I need. So one that I put no was disciplined. So I value discipline. I think it's very important. Does it work for me? I put no because I struggle to be disciplined. Doesn't mean I'm not going to keep trying, but that's something I need to keep working on. So, and then a yes was, I have a compassion written down as a value. Yes, it works because I have a heart for others and I love to, oh no, that's my next one. I do see it in my life and reaching out and loving for others. So what would you say for yourselves? Like one value that you have yes, and one value you have no. Unless you didn't write any down.
Definitely, I know one of my own values is compassion.
Yeah.
I always say, or empathy, like kind of the same thing. I always joke about my empathy problem.
Yeah.
So that's kind of reflected itself differently over the years, but biggest thing is like my career. So just figuring out how to be in other people's shoes while they're going through things in the hospital. So
Yes. And I think no matter what scope you are in life, it's very important.
yeah, absolutely. I just happened to pick a career that very easily demonstrates it. That very easily like makes me tap into it on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And it works for me because I don't know, like it's always kind of been who I am. So I've always been looking out for others and like, oh, she's awake. That's a great face right there, Pam.
We can't hear you.
Come back. But then like I also find like I have to be careful because otherwise it'll go rampant and
Yes.
like feeling bitter sometimes about having given so much and then not been appreciated in return. So
And knowing when to take care of yourself and still be compassionate and having
boundaries, like
yes,
appropriate boundaries for
exactly. Yeah. Christine, what would you say for yourself?
I'm along the same lines. One of my top values is just be a kind person. So I've always tried to keep like an open door policy for my friends to come over whenever they want, family, even like strangers on the street. I'm like, yeah, I'm around. Like,
Yeah, love it.
if you need anything. So I found that works. That's also, I mean, a value you learn growing up from your parents. If you have good role models, then you're going to eliminate or you're going to
Implement.
Then I'm thinking. You're going to show that in your own life, right?
Yes. Yeah. Evidence, exemplify.
Yeah, that's the one going to be evident in your own.
We only have 10 minutes. I want to really quickly, one more from this last week is, so the following questions help you become clear on what you believe on about people or ideas that you'd like to model. Did you guys do this one?
Down. A little cough.
Guys, you're supposed to answer the questions. Okay, so for example,
I put them in my brain. I didn't write it down.
you can go through. I can send them again from last week.
Yeah, send it again, and I'll write it all down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do apologize, then it's going to be a bit of writing. So first question they have is, the reason is, okay, so for example, I'll do the question they have right here. So where will you live and why? And they have, the answer is the Oregon coast, because I feel peace and strength surrounded by mountains and the sun of the ocean. So that's the answer. And then you write down your belief from that. So the belief is, excuse me, I choose to live in a place where I feel the peace and support of nature. Okay. So, one of mine is, or here, I'll do 2 different ones for you. What hobbies or passions do you pursue? And then you answer why. And then you tell me the belief from it. Okay, so Erin, you do that one. What hobbies or passions do you pursue? Why? And so what is your belief based on that? And then Christine, is there a motto you live by? Why? I know, I'm like, I've never thought of a motto. Is there a motto you live by? Why? And then what is your belief based on that? Okay, so Erin.
Okay, so hobbies or passions. I think, is this like, just if like assuming that I can have whatever I want, or like what is
This is you in general in life. So yes, no matter what you are or where you are right now.
Okay.
This is your core belief, right? We were working on values, and this one you're working on beliefs.
I think like a hobby, I don't know if this would be a hobby, but I would love to be able to like kind of go see like all my favorite musicians, like as a hobby, like go to concerts, if that could be a hobby.
Yeah, if guys can go to baseball stadiums, then you can follow around your favorite musicians.
Yeah, like, and just I could, because I love music, especially live music, and what belief that's associated with, though, I think was like,
Music makes you feel better.
Yeah, I don't know if this is an official belief, but it's just like appreciating
art.
Art, but also like just appreciating the talent that someone else has, like
and they're so good at their gift that they've been given.
Yeah, it makes me want to.
It's like looking at a beautiful person. It doesn't mean that you're in love with them, but you just like to look at them because God created them in a beautiful form.
Yeah, so like, I guess I love seeing concerts already, and it would be awesome to do that more. And then like take the time to appreciate the way God made someone else, I guess.
Yeah. And then to allow that to inspire you then to whatever his special gift he's given you, to make that as expanded in your life and allow it to flow as much. Okay.
Yeah.
Christine, your motto. I know that was a big one. Sorry to throw that at you.
Okay. It goes along with my other value we just talked about. So be kind and compassionate to everybody no matter what. Why? Because that's what I was raised to be like. And the belief in that is to show Christ's love through my words and actions.
Perfect. Excellent. So this whole thing, it goes through your favorite quote, your biggest inspiration, charities that you're going to support, where you're going to live. So trying to get to the root of what you truly dream for, but then what you believe, why you want that, what is the belief behind that. So I highly recommend, because it's very eye-opening, very interesting. Okay, so we're going to skip, can't finish the rest of that, but emotion. This was, as I was reading through it, so this is the one for this week. I'm really excited to go through it myself, because I haven't done this yet. So the basic concept is so value, remember, was the basis of everything. And then our belief is based on those values. So I want to be kind of compassionate because I believe that's what Christ was. Now we're in emotion. So we're going to carry those out because we feel a certain way about it. Okay. So if a value isn't necessarily what they say working for you, or something that you want to continue implementing, understanding that how it's going to carry out and being able to change and be aware of it. Okay. So this week is emotion, and then I think it's belief. Oh, visualize. That's right. Because belief was last week. Emotion, and then visualizing and actually seeing that belief coming through. So I put the info to read through on, I changed it to week 2 this time. I can add week 1 back on that for you.
I'll do that. I'll print it off.
And then if you have any questions, feel free to holler. But I think, like, I know you're putting in the work, both of you, as far as with business and building, but I think that this, knowing who you are as a person and just pulling that out is such a fun, hold on a second, such a fun discovery to take the time to do it and to realize what truly is important to you, that I'm excited to do it alongside with you. So we're going to finish up. How many, do we have 4 weeks left? Hey, did any of you make Sprint to Silver? I know, Christine, you were like 1 away. Oh, so frustrating.
No, I was like, texting everyone, like, who wants to enroll today on the 15th? And like, maybe I will. I don't have any money though. I'm like, I don't think he's allowed. My mom's already got an account, so I don't know if that's allowed.
No, yeah. Your brother?
Oh, it is?
Yeah, as long as he's over 18.
No, my dad.
Oh, your dad. Sorry, no, you're right.
It would have to be my brother.
Your spouse.
So it would be my brother using my dad's money. So maybe.
Well, if he does, we can pretend that today is still the 15th and like bump it back. No, even for Diamond Club, because we're supposed to have, as a whole team, have 18 enrollments. And I woke up today and like, Nick, yes, hold on, just be patient. I'm like, I've been doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm calling, I'm setting up classes, I'm teaching classes, emailing, and da-da-da. He said, and we have 1 enrollment for this. That counts. Like, we have a couple, but they're not quite 100. Like, and we have 18. Like,
I was thinking the exact same thing where I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
This month has been off though for everybody. Like even Amanda was saying she can't get.
yeah.
You came from such like a high note of February and March, and now it's.
Exactly. Which is bizarre that February was so high. I wouldn't have ever thought that. And then March.
Everybody was sick. Everybody was getting on guard.
Well, then I'm like, it's fine. Like, it's not, as much as we like want it to be a race, like it's not a race. Like, it's just to stay motivated.
Exactly.
And
Well said.
like, it's okay if we're slow and steady.
And that's
And
where this comes
We'll
in.
get there when we
yeah, we will get there.
Mhm.
And I don't know where I keep finding these people that give me such headaches, but
Exactly.
fine.
I love that you worded it that way, and that is what I wanted to finish up. Oh, we're almost done. This is just keep trotting on doing what you know works, and eventually it will. Even if we're not seeing it in April, we have the whole May, June, the rest of whatever. So thank you.
Rest of our lives.
Exactly. Love it. Thank you for showing up today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Is anything happening before then?
I'm off nights next Wednesday, so